Good morning. My viewers, something strange happened to me on Friday, and I thought I should bring it to your attention and to solicit from those who are viewing these videos if they have ever experienced any such thing in their lives. The Caucasians likes it when people like me who they cannot control develop particular pattern in their lives, consistent pattern. So they will be able to determine what you're going to do at any given day or at any given time. But anytime you go outside of that pattern, it confuses them. They are unable to determine what you're going to do and why you have changed the pattern they have come accustomed to. So for the past few weeks, I've changed up all of my patterns, and they have been very angry. So what they have done, on Thursday, they had some of their slaves spraying the chemicals in my presence. I didn't mind it because there is nothing that can be found in nature that can hamper me as an allergic reaction. And anytime they go outside of nature, they are now playing with even the people who they're using to spray those chemicals in my presence. So I didn't bother with them. I knew that my body will find a way of emitting these chemicals. So on Thursday, my body started emitting the chemicals through mucus, the excretion of mucus. And I knew what was happening. So I had a runny nose, not because I had a cold, but because my body was emitting the chemicals that Richard Ross and them sprayed in my presence on the train and on the bus and so forth. So on Friday, I was going to the supermarket after the library have closed for the day. And the library closes very early on Fridays. I think it's 5:30 or something from there about. So when I turned the corner and a panoramic view of what was happening, I noticed there was a white lady on the side of the street, scantily clad. She was well dressed. She bent over and she was exposing her posterior, her buttocks area to the public, like to the driving public. I know they normally do these things when they're shooting commercials and other things. But from my panoramic view, I did not see any camera. And it was not strange that no camera was present. Sometimes the cameras are in a distance and they are taking zoom shots from a distance. When I first saw this, the first thing come to my mind is I was disgusted by the whole thing. I said to myself, who want to see a half-naked white woman exposing her butt at the side of the street? I became so disgusted, and I had to walk in the same direction to get to the supermarket. So I decided I didn't want to see no one white, pale body floating about the streets. So I held my head down and I turned my face to the other side, because I refused to look at that lady's pale body. I didn't want to see who she was, whether she's good looking or what. All I know, I did just want to see. I was disgusted that I had to be confronted with such a sight just walking on the streets. So I made it past her without looking on her. And I got to the end of the street. And when I crossed the street to the other side, immediately my runny nose stopped running. My congestion was clear. I have never seen anything like this in my whole life. I know normally when your body is emitting these things, like chemicals, or you have a cold, that the cold will gradually leave your system and you don't even have an idea as when the chemicals or the cold subsided and you are better. But I actually felt my runny nose stop running and my congestion was cleared right there and then as soon as I cross the street. I've never experienced something like this before. And I don't know if there is anyone who is viewing who have ever experienced this. Let me know in the comments.